Labor's reign over New South Wales has officially ended with the swearing-in of Liberal leader Barry O'Farrell. At the latest count, the now leaderless state Labor will be lucky to hold on to just 21 MPs in the 93-seat lower house of Parliament. The coalition's overwhelming victory has the state party reeling and federal Labor scrambling to limit the damage. With the new Premier in place, it didn't take too long before there was a tussle over state and federal infrastructure funding. Karen Barlow reports.
The 43rd Premier of New South Wales has assumed power.
Under God, I pledge my loyalty to Australia and to the people of New South Wales.
And gone straight into a briefing on the state's finances.
There'll be no gotcha moment. There'll be no announcement that because of the state of finances we can't deliver or won't deliver our promises.
Barry O'Farrell has zeroed in on transport as a portfolio in need of most urgent attention. The Liberal leader wants to divert $2 billion worth of federal infrastructure money to a project of his choosing, the Sydney Southwest and Northwest rail links.
Part of the mandate that we received on Saturday night was clearly to get on with that job.
The federal Labor government, now dealing with 3 Liberal premiers, says the money is tied to another project, the Parramatta-Epping rail link.
The federal government gave a commitment during the federal election and I intend to honour that commitment.
The coalition is blaming that other federal commitment, the carbon tax, for the loss in New South Wales.
If you want to walk again with the Australian people, if you want to regain their trust, don't even think about introducing a carbon tax without seeking a mandate first.
Federal Labor insists the state poll was fought on state issues.
I think New South Wales voters had made up their mind a long time ago. And I don't think that they made up their mind on the basis of events in the last few weeks.
And they say it was fought without federal personalities like Tony Abbott.
They had to hide him in New South Wales, Mr. Speaker. They had to hide him from the people of New South Wales.
The coalition is also capitalising on the loss of state independence. Peter Bessling from Port Macquarie and Peter Draper from Tamworth. The federal independents, Rob Oakeshott and Tony Windsor, are being urged to abandon Julia Gillard.
But they are backing the wrong team.
My position has not changed.
The proof will be in the pudding, and I'm quite happy to be judged on what happens in 2.5 years' time, not what happened on Saturday at a state election.
Which leaves Labor to its election post-mortem. The dominant right faction in New South Wales has been crushed, and party heavyweights say factionalism must go.
Concentrate on the basic core values and not on factionalism and personalities.
If we start from today with absolute commitment to putting the Labor interest above factional interest, that will be a massive step forward for the Labor Party, and it will be something that we haven't seen in literally decades.
The surviving Labor MPs are being told not to meet in factions, but that they should meet as a unified caucus. Senior Labor figure Senator John Faulkner does not rule out federal intervention.
I certainly want to make a difference to the way the party's been working in New South Wales. And that's something that we're all going to have to consider over the weeks and months ahead.
The Labor caucus will next meet on Thursday, when they are expected to make former union boss John Robertson the state's next opposition leader. Karen Barlow, Lateline.